For today's Moose and Adventure, we're going to be checking into the BoardWalk Hotel. Come along and find out why we think this might be the best resort in all of Walt Disney World. In this video, we're going to be showing you everything that BoardWalk has to offer. And it actually started the night before with a red-eye flight from San Diego to Orlando. We had never done this before. We've always flown in the day of, but coming from Southern California, it means that we lose the entire first day because it takes all day to get there. So we thought we'd try this and hopefully sleep on the plane, and it didn't go exactly as planned. This was maybe the first time in our life that I had not wanted our plane to land early, and not only did we land early, but we arrived an entire hour early, in spite of the fact that our plane was delayed by a half an hour. Which meant that we'd picked up our bags and were waiting at the curb for our Lyft driver before it was even 5 o'clock in the morning. I was nervous that we would not find a driver that early in the morning. The airport was empty, so I don't know how many flights actually arrived that early. But our driver was there within 10 minutes, and Lyft is cheaper than Uber. It was kind of fun to arrive that early because you kind of get a glimpse of the behind the scenes. There's not guests walking around. It's literally just the cast members getting ready for the day. The boardwalk itself is wow as you walk in. I love the flags that greet you. I love the beautiful entryway. And this is our first glimpse. The entryway itself is really fun with the pictures. It gives you that boardwalk feel before you ever get in, and I loved that it was empty, and so I didn't feel like I was in anybody's way as I recorded. Look at how massive that chandelier is, and I love all of the little touches. That seating area right there is really nice. Look at how cute the replica of the carousel is. There are so many details, and I love the fabric that they picked because it is not a generic hotel. This is a deluxe resort, and it feels deluxe from the moment that you set foot inside that lobby. I loved the big archways, and look at this picture up above. Like, the ceiling is so huge. The lobby itself was really big. It didn't have a ton of seating, but it did have a decent amount. And what I learned later was that they actually have a lot of seating outside and a lot of different seating areas around the resort, which is maybe why the lobby itself doesn't have as much. I believe that the normal check-in is at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I wasn't super surprised that our room was not ready yet, but I was hoping. However, they do hold your bags for free at the luggage, so we dropped off our bags there and decided to explore the boardwalk a little bit since we had nothing else to do and before all of the guests staying there woke up. Here's another view of the hotel lobby. I love that they have the replica of the old wooden roller coaster. It sort of reminded me of the Incredicoaster. We went outside. I was so tired that I forgot to film this the other way. However, this is their big main pool. There is a slide on it. We actually never made it back here to go swimming, which was a little bit disappointing because it looked like a lot of fun. We were still in hunt of a good place to kind of rest and relax and take a little nap, and we found it on the balcony of the hotel. They had wicker chairs and rocking chairs, and it was deserted. So this is where I slept and everybody else watched the sun come up. And then we decided to go try to find some lounge chairs around the pool because by this time the pool areas had opened up. We did find the quiet pool, but the lounge chairs were all wet, I think because they clean them at night. But right about now is when we got the text saying our room was ready. This is so pretty. Oh, and look, the pictures on the wall is super fun. The colors that it's painted are really pretty and subtle. I like the headboards. It's got a nice chair for sitting on over there. It's got an amazing couch. Do you guys know, is it a pull-out couch? Yeah, I think so. It's a pull-out couch. Oh, there's so much glare of Mickey and Minnie walking on the boardwalk. And then we've got Goofy juggling on his unicycle on the boardwalk. And this does have a balcony. If I can open it. It has a balcony even if I can't open it, but oh, I love the balcony. You can see, I think that's a swan and dolphin, and this is kind of fun over the trees. That's Tower of Terror. That's how close we are to Hollywood Studios. And then if we look to the left, this was not, they were not running a minute ago, but that's the Skyliners. I think EPCOT's over there somewhere. So Hollywood Studios is right there on our right, or right across here. And then I think EPCOT's kind of right behind us. And then for reference, this is the main lobby entrance. So this is kind of nice. We're up on the 5th floor, which is as high as you can go. This is the top floor of the hotel. So it's nice. If we were lower, I don't know if we'd be able to super see the tower. Tower of Terror. And then down below, which is kind of far down below, but look at how pretty the flowers are. And then the view coming back from the balcony is this. And the bathroom is super nice. Got the hand soaps, the body lotions, a nice mirror this way. Hi. And then, ooh, full length mirror on this door. So you've got the full length mirror on this door, as well as the full length mirrors over here on the closet door. So you kind of got a 360 view of yourself. And then it's got the toilet and the shower. I was hoping it was gonna be a rain head shower. It's not, but it is a nice shower. And it's also got a bathtub to it. All right, AD was too shy to show you. He is 6'2", almost 6'3", and he fits on it. Barely, but he fits on the pull-out couch. In fact, this was his bed of choice. He said that it's so soft and comfy, it's his favorite spot. The rooms are really nice, and I love the fact that they sleep 5 people, because a lot of the rooms at Walt Disney World do not. A lot of them only sleep 4. But this is absolutely my favorite perk about staying at the Boardwalk, and that is not only the Boardwalk itself, because these are some great dining options, and we did take this back to the room tonight. We got it to go and just ate it like you would like room service, minus that we brought it up ourselves. Those are the other hotels across the bay. There is an option to take the ferry into EPCOT and Hollywood Studios. We did not. We walked. And this is what I think I appreciated the most about staying here, was that it was literally a 5-minute walk from the hotel lobby to EPCOT at the international gates by France. That's incredible, which means that you're not waiting for a bus. You're not having to wait for a ferry unless you want to. This also means that you're only a 5-minute walk from the Skyliner, and spoiler alert, because of the direction that we're going and because of where the resort is, there is no line for the Skyliner. There was also no line to get into the park because none of the buses from the other resorts drop off at the international gates. You have to arrive either walking like we did or by taking that Skyliner. And the Skyliner naturally kind of acts as a filter or a buffer so that it staggers how people arrive. So they've got kind of this gazebo over here. And if you look across this way, you might take a picture up close of it because there's kids on it. But there's a couple different like swings over there in the sand, like bench swings. So adults could sit on them, kids could sit on them. Although that looks like it's across the way, so that's probably actually a totally different resort. But I feel like it'd be really easy to walk over there. That's actually probably Yacht Club. Now we are going to head across the bridge. Again, across the way right there, that's the Skyliner, and that's where the entrance into EPCOT is. We are not quite there yet, but it has been 4 minutes. That's it. Now we're going to come across this bridge. We're going to turn right, and we're going to be pretty much there. This entrance is going to take us right into the France Pavilion. There's the boat drop-off. I don't know if you can see where the boat drop-off is, but it's right there. And we are almost to the entrance. We left our room 10 minutes before the park officially opened for the day for all guests, and we made it with 4 minutes still left for the early entry. That's amazing. There's no way we could have done that if we'd been reliant on any of the Disney transportations. I want to give you a glimpse of the ferry and the skyliner. The skyliner takes you straight to Hollywood Studios, as does the ferry. I have a feeling that the ferry takes a little bit longer. We did take the ferry back to the room in the afternoon, and it was only like a 6-minute wait to wait for it. Otherwise, I don't think I would have waited for it because it does take quite a bit longer to get back to the room. But it's a nice option, especially if you're tired or you just want another ride. So we sat in the back on the bench, but there is some indoor seating as well. And to give you another vantage point, if you look to the right, underneath that awning, that is where the Skyliner leaves from. We have now left the dock. And this kind of was nice because it gives you a little overview of everything. That's France right there in EPCOT.
We liked your boat so much that we took
There's that Skyliner going up above. I actually really like the Skyliner. I think that's also a great option for transportation, but that will not take you.
And over here is the London Bridge. Actually, you can't even see London from here.
And this is that route that we walked earlier in the day to get to EPCOT. It's nice, it's shaded. We didn't do it, but I really wanted to know where that down below walkway went, but yeah, we never actually went back to try that out. I kind of wonder if that's a more direct route from, I don't know, I have no idea. Here we are going under that bridge. This is the bridge that we walked over to get here. And this is the beach club. This is where that sand is with the swings area.
And I wonder how hot those are to sit in right now.
Slide. I'm not totally sure what resort that is, but BoardWalk is definitely the closest to the EPCOT main entrance, although the beach club is not much farther. But all of these restaurants right here are really convenient as well because they're all within walking distance. One of the nights we stayed here, we left EPCOT when it closed and walked to the beach club to eat at Beaches and Cream. And then we walked back to the boardwalk for the night. It's super convenient. It was also really nice because if you want to eat breakfast in the morning in EPCOT in the World Showcase, or, just jet over there for a quick dinner at night, as long as you've got that park hopper pass, you can do so and then go to another park. This is another view of the rooms at the BoardWalk Hotel. We were in that main hotel lobby area is where our room was, but none of the rooms are that far from the lobby, which I do appreciate because some of the hotels that you stay at, your room could potentially be really far from that main lobby or any of the transportation. BoardWalk is not. It's all kind of right there in that central area. The best part about staying in different resorts is their resort-specific merchandise. This merchandise is themed specifically for the hotel that you're staying at. So for instance, when we walk into this BoardWalk store, we are going to find merchandise that you can only get at the BoardWalk. In addition to just having normal resort, this is also a DVC rental, so you'll notice that some of the food options reflect that. They also have essentials that you will find in every hotel, just in case you forget something, as well as the general merchandise. So this is going to be merchandise that you can find in all of the resorts, as well as throughout the different theme parks. But here's what I was looking for, the resort specific. I love the colors. I love the design. I love that Mickey and Minnie are riding on the carousel and it says the boardwalk. Also love the bag. I love that it's completely unique with that round design and it kind of reminds me of a lighthouse. And here is their bag. I love that all of their hotels, does it have anything on the back? Have their own merchandise. Oh, it's got Mickey and Minnie on there. Does it have any other characters? I think it's just Mickey and Minnie. They've also got these ears too. I think I like the other ears better, but this is fun and it totally matches the backpack. This is their ornament. We started collecting ornaments at the different hotels. That's really pretty. That's fun too. It's just the hotel. But I love the one on the carousel. So they've got their nicer button-down polo. And this is cute. If you're into Disney but not feeling Disney, definitely this. The only thing that even gives Disney away is right there where it says Disney's Boardwalk. We've got a cup. It's a good thing that this is not one of the metal tumblers or it would be coming home with me. I don't like the plastic ones as much. I like the ones that keep your drinks really cold. And then
They've got one more sweatshirt. That's all this one said. There's nothing else on the entire rest of this sweatshirt. And we get the boardwalk theme. That's fun too. That matches the ornament. There's also a towel. I'm not going to pull the towel out. That towel looks fun. And then they've got a shirt for the Abracadabra Bar. Magician's Lounge, disappearing nightly, vanishing libations, and standing ovations. This is the Magician's Lounge. That's a really fun shirt. This again is one that is Disney, but I don't think this one says Disney on it at all. I can't see the reason. The back side of the window.
You will notice that I am back at Disneyland now, and I realized with all of my no sleep brain that I did not do an overall of what we liked. We loved the boardwalk. Um, I think what put us over the edge on this one, not only that it sleeps 5 people, because that is super rare for Walt Disney World, we have come to find out, although it only sort of works for our family because we're a family of 6, although this time we only took 4 of us, so it was perfect. But we also loved the location. Absolutely nothing beat that location. Being able to walk to EPCOT was maybe the bougiest thing we have ever done. It made everything super convenient. It meant that we were not stressed getting up in the morning. And I don't know why, but it was not a super crazy crowded resort. I didn't feel like it was people soup no matter what time of the day we were there. It felt kind of empty. And I really appreciated that because it felt like an oasis in the middle of all of everything else that was going on at the Walt Disney World Resort, which, you know, is as it should be. It should be busy. It should be bustling. It should be full of people. But for whatever reason, the boardwalk just felt nice. It felt so relaxing and so calm. I absolutely highly cannot recommend the boardwalk enough. If, like I said, if only for the location, but the rooms were nice too. Thanks for joining me for this Moosin adventure, and I'll see you real soon.